Robert Christian Hansen, known in the media as the Butcher Baker, was an American serial killer who abducted, raped, and murdered at least 17 women in and around Anchorage, Alaska between 1971 and 1983. He was a seemingly normal bakery owner, which allowed him to evade suspicion for many years. He employed several methods to evade detection for over a decade. Robert Hansen's transformation into a hunter of women wasn't a literal career change, but rather a twisted manifestation of his violent fantasies and desire for control. He was already an avid hunter of animals and a skilled pilot. He combined these existing interests and abilities with his psychopathy. His early crimes involved rape and abduction. Hansen maintained a facade as a respectable small business owner, a baker, and a family man, which diverted suspicion away from him. He had no prior violent criminal record. His victims often came from vulnerable populations, like prostitutes and exotic dancers, and were picked up in various locations, making it harder for law enforcement to connect the disappearances initially. He would fly his victims in his private plane to isolated areas of the Alaskan wilderness. This made it difficult for bodies to be found quickly and for crime scenes to be preserved or linked to him. By releasing his victims and then hunting them, he created a scenario that mimicked a hunting accident or a wild animal attack, rather than a direct close quarters murder. In the early 1980s, he was captured primarily due to the courage of one of his victims, Sandy Paulson, and diligent police work. In June 1983, Sandy Paulson was abducted by Hansen, flown to a remote cabin, and sexually assaulted. She managed to escape and immediately reported the incident to the police, providing a detailed description of Hansen and his plane. Initially, her story was met with skepticism by some officers due to her background as a stripper and the extraordinary nature of her account. However, Alaska State Trooper Glenn Fluth believed her and began investigating. Fluth and FBI agent E.D. Owens started connecting Paulson's story with other unsolved cases of missing women and unidentified bodies found in remote areas around Anchorage. They noticed a pattern. Many of the victims were dancers and prostitutes, and their bodies were often found in areas accessible by small plane. Investigators gathered evidence, including matching bullet casings found near victim remains to Hansen's registered firearms. They obtained search warrants for Hansen's property, where they found maps with marked locations, a hidden room, and jewelry belonging to victims. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Hansen eventually confessed to killing 17 women and sexually assaulting many more. He led authorities to the gravesites of several of his victims. Paulson's bravery in coming forward and the persistence of law enforcement in piecing together the evidence were crucial to his capture.